I'd have been cool, but sometimes they do that, Skip, talking about offsetting penalties. No, what precipitated it? What caused Greg Lewis to react the way he did? And I think when New York got it, Skip, and they looked at it, they're like, nah, you tried to pull in Dominican Sue. You weren't trying to get up. You tried to step on that man. And the man was just trying to protect his player, and he shoved you to get off him, and then you shoved him back.
I did not see stomp. I saw tripped up. I saw I can't get loose from. And then as he's about to get loose, 53 for the Chiefs runs up and bumps him, and he kind of falls back on top of Edwards-Helaire. So I don't know. I just think he's trying to get out of there.
Right.
And remember, he played for Coach Saban at Alabama.
Yes.
So I think he knows the rules.
Right.
I think he knows what's in bounds and what's out of bounds. And do I love that he shoved back? No, I don't.
No.
Next time, do you just have to just swallow it?
Yeah.
Yep, you just got to
I ain't shoving no coach, Skip. I ain't shoving no coach. Don't worry about it. I'm going to take it out on one of your players.
Okay, but maybe he knew that coach was an ex-player.
Yeah.
Maybe he knew that he had a little bit of player still in him.
I hardly think that Harrison Jr. knows who Greg Lewis is.
I don't know. Well, you never know. He should, to me.
There's a lot of
it wasn't that long ago, right?
It was
2005, right? Well, I don't know.
Harrison probably 25 years old, Skip.
It was the Super Bowl at Jacksonville, New England versus Philly.
Right.
Okay, so that happened. And then on just a pretty routine, non-threatening running play, Jedrick Wills, the left tackle for the Cleveland Browns, who is everything to them. He is their aircraft carrier on the left. He falls down and somehow twists his ankle and is carted off with an ankle injury. And I don't know what that's going to go. And all of a sudden, Chris Jones said, aha, I'm licking my chops.
You see what they did, Skip? Chris Jones is
switched him outside.
Yeah, they said, oh, we got the weak link.
And here he came, and he caused Baker nothing but trouble the whole rest of the day. So those are two huge losses because Grant Delpit's got a hamstring pull. He's coming off a terrible Achilles. But the point is, he was gone yesterday. So now you're down to your third string safety, and it put them in harm's way with, obviously, Patrick Mahomes at Arrowhead on opening day.
Right.
So then we get to the third quarter. And the one guy I trust the most in the Browns offense is Nick Chubb. He's high quality, high character. He does not fumble, and he had just ripped off a 17-yard run. And all of a sudden, this happened. He just fumbled. He has another.
And he doesn't have a fumbling problem.
That's what I'm saying. He just doesn't fumble. And I don't know. He just got stripped, and here we went. Thornhill stuck his helmet in and got his helmet and just nailed it. Just a dead-on shot and dislodged the football. And it's just shocking because we're in the middle of the third quarter, and you're like, what? And it seemed like they were on the roll again because they had not been stopped the whole game.
You're looking at Skip. I'm sure they're thinking, man, we could really deal them a death blow if we go down here and get a touchdown in this situation. Because now, Skip, instead of 12, you're up 19. That's it's a 3-score game instead of a 2-score game.
It would have been. And it just took my breath away and kicked me right in the stomach. Because if you're going to do that there, that's big trouble. And so that immediately gave them a freeway to the end zone. And then the other thing is, you mentioned the punter. Remember, this is, what was the time? 8:47 left in the game. And you realize that's the first time Baker's offense had been stopped and forced to punt the whole day. That's the silver lining to this was they had not been stopped all day at Arrowhead. And now the punter gets in the game, and he's not ready psychologically, and he just muffs the snap. And to your point, just go ahead and try to Australian rules.
Exactly.
Come on, do something.
Because that's what everybody does in college now anyway.
Just sideways. Just kick it sideways. Just try to get it 10 yards. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. And he just panicked, and that was the end of that deal. And now the floodgates are open, and now Baker is in a precipitous situation. But the reason the momentum swung, and Patrick said it after the game, was the 75-yard pass. It's on the first play of that drive.
You got to make me some clock, Skip. You can't give him one play in 5 seconds.
And yet, to me, this is vintage Patrick Mahomes. This is everything I love and hate about Patrick Mahomes. Because, to me, this is dangerous. Oh my God, he called it. And John Johnson is really good, and they paid him a lot of money on the free agent market. And I don't know what he's doing. He's actually covered him. He's beaten him to the spot that he's trying to run to. And he can't find the football. Look, he's looking, and he never saw it. And to me, when the ball left his hands, I said, interception. Because usually for anybody else, that's an interception. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, it's wrong, right. But not only is it right, it turns into a touchdown. It wasn't that he just caught it for like a 50-yard gain. He just he just cuts the other way and goes all the way back across the field. I don't know what John Johnson's doing. If you just find the football, you can at least knock it down.
But here's the thing, Skip. At that point in time, he sees Tyreek racing across the field. The thing that everybody is fearful of with Tyreek is his speed. I got to beat him to the point.
Well, he did. He had him covered.
Exactly, but the ball's behind him. See, he's just racing to a point because he knows if Tyreek, we saw this in New England, Skip, remember he caught the ball against McCourty? And he just like, boom. So they know if he catches that ball at that point, it's over. He just overran the play, Skip.
Okay, I got to tell you, as much as I honor and admire the arm strength to do that, it's pure luck because you're throwing a jump ball. You're throwing a 50-50. It's just one of those plays where you covered it, but you didn't find the football. And if you found the football before Tyreek did, it'd be your ball as much as his ball.
Skip, in a situation like that, do you trust John Johnson or you do trust Tyreek more? And so that's what you're looking at. When you get a receiver.
John Johnson's one of the best. That's why he got all that money.
But here's the thing, Skip. If I got D-Hop against a safety, I'm going to throw it up because I trust D-Hop more than I trust the safety. I don't care. In a situation like that, I know John Johnson is a very good safety, but I'm going to trust Tyreek in a situation like that. Either he's going to jump up and catch it or it's going to be incomplete.
Remember, it wasn't a third-string safety who was in because Ronnie Harrison got booted.
No, he's the first string. Yeah,
he's the first string, and he is the stud star safety.
Yes.
And to me, Patrick just looks, and because he's got the greenest light in the history of quarterbacks because Andy Reid just adores him, and Andy Reid traded up to draft him, and Andy Reid loves it when he tries plays like that because that makes Andy Reid feel like, I'm a genius. Look at me, I did it, because he loves that kind of play. Well, that play can bite you, too. It can blow up in your face.
You know, I mean, and it's happened. We've seen him against Miami try to make those same plays last year, and he ends up with 3 interceptions. Remember, Skip, he's trying to make a play. He ends up getting a 30-yard sack. So you're going to have to live with some of that. And that's the difference, Skip, when you look at it. This is why you have to tip your hat to a cornerback, because the receiver knows where he's going. He's able to see the ball. As a defender, I'm just basically, okay, I'm shadowing you. Well, I know where I'm going. You guessing where I'm going. One slip, and this is what you get. You get a 70-yard touchdown instead of a knockdown because you lost track of the ball.
Okay, here's my other pet peeve about your man, Patrick Mahomes. First touchdown that Kansas City scored.
Yeah, you saw that? Your guy could never do that. Your guy could never do this.
He rolls out, and it's la-di-da, la-di-da.
Look at the back there. Do that, Jeff. Take your time. What you want to do?
I'll deke this guy, and then I'm going to fake it, and then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to run. And here's my problem. It seems like, remember the Tennessee play in the championship game, and we showed it 1,000 times on the show. It's like the Browns decide they don't want to tackle Patrick Mahomes. And I swear, he's held in such high esteem by everybody in the league. They think he is the face of the league. They think he's the magic man. They don't want to hit him. They don't want to tackle him. You got to just come up and hit him like he's a running back.
No, don't do that.
You got to hit this man. You don't let him just lollygag around and then decide to, I'll waltz into the end zone. I'll just waltz.
That pump fake, it was a